Neil, congratulations. Obviously a big win over a legend of the sport. What's the feel after picking up a win like that?
Man, it's like a bittersweet moment. I mean, knowing the kind of legacy Robbie Lawler carries in the sport, it feels amazing. The respect that I have for him is kind of disappointing, beating your hero, so to speak. But at the end of the day, I'm happy with the performance, and I'm excited to see what this does for my career.
Yeah. I don't think it was hard to see going in that, you know, the clinch would probably be good for you and staying at range would be good for you. But did you know that top position and grappling was going to be as big of a part of the game as it was?
I did not anticipate that. It was more so really just engaging the grappling initially, just to kind of slow him down and be able to see his power punches from further away. But once I realized I had so much success going on the ground, I just ran with it.
Nice. The third round, it seemed like maybe you kind of opened up a little bit at that time. I mean, was that any adjustments that was made? Did you just want to change things, or was that something he did?
No, I mean, a lot of times you're going for like body locks and that kind of thing. You get pretty slick in there. So I didn't want to be in a position that I was trying to force the takedown and have him slip away and up in a bad position. So I really just started focusing more on the range and sitting on my shots from the outside.
And give me the feel in the third round as well, because like you're clearly ahead on the cards, right? But here's this guy we all know can land one shot and put your lights out. So what's the mindset like as you're in there, you know, like kind of trying to cruise a little bit but stay safe? What is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's Robbie Lawler's one of those guys, when you fight, you can't necessarily just go in cruise control. He's dangerous at any given moment with any given technique. So I really had to like put the pressure on and still be tactical where as far as how I was moving around the cage, not to give him any openings and win that fight.
And last thing for me, 2020 is going pretty well for you so far. I know you're not the calling out type guy or anything like that, but you know it seems like you're consistently underrated and maybe not given the chances that you deserve. So what is it you feel you deserve right now? What do you want after this win streak that you put together?
I definitely think this is a top 10 performance to get me a top 10 opponent before the year is over and keep moving forward towards the title shot going into 2021. But it's just one of those weird things in MMA right now. Everyone feels entitled to fight certain people and that kind of thing, but I honestly do not care. Like, if I have to fight number 1 through 10 in order to get a title shot, I'm ready and willing to do that. So just line them up. I'm ready to go.
Alex, congratulations on your victory. I'm sure you would have liked to get a finish, of course, but it's a very, very dominant decision. So how did you feel about your performance tonight?
Thank you. I feel very good. I told in my interviews this week I need to make a statement, and I'm not going to rush a finish. If the finish come, it come. If not, my goal is to make a great performance, and this was happened. In the third, I think I dropped him. I follow up, but then I knew Anthony's a tough guy. He can take a beating, and I didn't want to spend my energy. I was secured, and that was all the game plan, you know, to get a dominant victory.
Yeah. The leg kicks were very, very effective. Did you know that was going to be a big part of the game plan, or was it just working right away and you stuck with it?
I mean, me and my coaches watched Anthony's fights, and he didn't check the kicks, especially the low kicks, especially the fight against Volkan. I watched it many, many times. I watched it now in the preparation for Anthony, and I watched it in the preparation for Volkan. So I watched this fight 1,000,000 times, and he didn't check the kicks. And he also said after the fight, man, Volkan hits hard, you know, but I guess I hit harder. And this was one of the game plan, you know, to throw the kicks, to slow him down, and then to choose where we're going to fight and how the fight going to end.
And you controlled the position throughout the fight. But obviously you weren't able to open up a whole lot with punches or submissions. Was that credit to him and just how dangerous he is off his back, or what was the reason that you couldn't open up maybe as much as you like?
We knew Anthony's a great grappler. You know, I felt it on the ground. This guy knows how to grapple. He was dangerous the whole fight. But I worked a lot on my grappling and my wrestling, and especially to putting pressure on him. I made him really tired. I heard in the first, second, and the third how he was breathing heavy. So I put, the plan was to don't rush and to don't go for the submissions. You know, if it gave me something really, really, then I'm gonna go for it. But the goal was to dominate, to put pressure, and to win. That's all.
clearly this was a big fight for you. At the end, you kind of got up and showboated a little bit. I'm sure it was an emotional moment. I mean, do you regret doing that at all? Do you enjoy it, putting on a show? What do you think?
Yeah, a little bit, you know. I love to do a little bit show, you know. But only if I deserve it. And I think I deserve to put a show like this. You know, I saw the clock and I saw, okay, 7 seconds left. So I go, okay, I'm going to stand up, celebrate a little bit. Because he was already done, you know. He was already done. He didn't even want to stand up. Then he stood up, you know. And, yeah, you know, it's a fight business, you know. But we want also to give something for the audience, you know.
To me, it's more like I just fucking like to fight.
Yeah.
And I prepare so hard because I love winning.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool to win. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna push myself in a way. There's nothing that is gonna make me doubt about myself.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been doing lately. And yeah, there was a lot of media. There was a lot of like pressure and the guy talking. The guys, and I was like,
that's become such a thing now. The shit talking before a fight.
I believe Conor made that popular, but there's some OGs like the Diaz brothers, Michael Bisping, Charles Sonnen was more like a character.
Yeah.
It was more like a fake shit talk, but it was still funny.
Yeah.
And then nowadays, a couple kids try to do that, but it's hard to be somebody that is not you.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna find out. Like same thing that happened to my last opponent. He find out.
Didn't he make? I thought he was just doing clown hair because he looked goofy. But someone messaged me saying that he did Ecuador colors.
Well, the fight before mine, he did clown hair.
Oh, okay.
So for my fight, he did my country color.
Got it.
Which a lot of people get offended. Like I would say thousands of messages of people getting so upset. I was like, guys, fuck off.
Upset at you or him?
Him. But they were putting the pressure on me. Like, oh, now you have to fuck him up. I'm like, hey, calm down. I got enough.
You're like, I'm gonna fuck him up regardless.
Yes, even if he do America colors, it doesn't matter. So I was like, in that sense, I'm pretty chill. Like, nothing gets under my skin. Like, he was talking wild. His coach was talking wild.
Does that happen a lot when you're fighting someone and they're talking? Because I feel like if you're fighting, you wouldn't want to waste your breath.
I like to talk actually in the cage.
Really? What do you say? You're like, what are you getting to eat after this?
For example, when we're in the cage, I kick his leg and I saw him wobbling before I stopped him. And I was like, oh, that fucking hair, huh? That hurt you, huh? It's okay. I give you time. And I can see his face. He was like, fuck, this guy he came for real.
Yeah.
Let's talk now.